Okay, I think we are on live. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna take like a few seconds for the chat to come on the screen.
Oh,
So yeah, hello everyone. We are Holdspace. Tonight is the full moon in Gemini and the beginning of the eclipse season. So we're gonna go through what is happening energetically and astrologically. We are with Nick, Ivana, and Shirley tonight. Hello, girl. I am Era. So happy to see you. You can all comment if you have any question, if you want to say hello, if you need anything, if you want to tell us what is happening with you those days or with this full moon that I find particularly calm and funny. It's pretty rare. Don't hesitate, please comment. I just like to start with a prayer, as usual, from the wonderful and amazing book of blessings and rituals. So this is the universal prayer to hold space for planetary healing and peace at the holidays. Great spirits, we come to you in many forms today, from all traditions, races, countries, ethnicities, and belief systems, with one intention: to hold space for those who are in need, those whose bodies and spirits have been wounded, and those whose hearts are aching, the lonely, the weak, the disheartened. We come as spirit warriors to guide them, to hold them, to love them, to raise them up, and to offer them solace in an energetic embrace during this sacred season of hope. An embrace that will encircle them in every country, space, and nation. Today, Great Spirit, I ask that you wrap those in need in bundles of comfort and light, fueled by the warmth of your spirit. Help them feel and know that kindred around the world are holding them tightly. May their pain know an end, and may they be healed swiftly. We hold this intention with faith and gratitude for your presence in the midst of our cycle. We are all one, and when one hurts, we all hurt. But when one is healed, all are healed. Amen. Haho. So it is.
beautiful.
Okay. Beautiful. I take this time also to send unconditional love to the planet and all those who need it. Okay. So welcome. Tonight we're gonna start with Nick, who is gonna tell us a bit more about what is happening with this full moon. So please, be my guest.
Okay, so I'm a bit excited about this moon. Like I shared with you all, it's Monday today, and you can attribute each day of the week to a planet. And Monday is Moon Day. So in some practices, like in some of my yoga practice, it's a day not to do too heavy a practice. It's one to kind of take things quite slowly. And the full moon energy can be a day like that as well. Obviously, it's different for everyone, but it can be one of those days for releasing, for a little bit of quiet. So yeah, the moon is in Gemini, which is my sign, and Nirvana's. And it's an air sign. It's an air sign, and it's here energetically in the throat. And what we could say about this sign is I think and I speak. And then we've got the sun sitting opposite the moon, and that's in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is a fire sign. It's based in the heart. And what we can say about the fire signs is I do. So we've got I speak and I think sitting opposite I do. And Sagittarius is a very gentle fire sign. It's the watery part of fire. It's the back of the heart. And I start to feel this coming in at this part of the year, and all the nostalgia when people are looking back over the year. It's that kind of feeling when you hear a song and it connects with your heart and it brings tears to your eyes. Yeah. So it's a beautiful emotive feeling. What we want to do is always find the balance between these two, because the sun is sitting opposite the moon. So we find the balance. So Gemini can be very fast, like very, very fast, and maybe a little bit too fast and airy for itself. When I sat down tonight, I was really drawn to pick crystals up that were very grounding for today. I've got a lot of obsidian here. I've got a lot of smoky quartz. I've got a lot of grounding stones for this kind of airy eclipse energy. And Gemini can also almost speak before it thinks, or think before it speaks. It's like that, almost a bit too fast. The other thing with Gemini is often you can see and are very interested in everybody's different point of view and what's going on, which is great. But if you become too invested in all sides of the story, you can just kind of stay there in all sides of the story. So you need this doing energy to go forward. And what I've got really coming up is about having an authentic truth to be spoken. So not what's going to please one person or please someone else, not what's going to suit other people, but what's a really heartfelt connection. So that's basically what I've got coming up. And eclipse is just an extra amplification on this energy, and it's the beginning of eclipse season for us. So
yeah, that's amazing, Nic.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you. And Shirley, you were saying that you just set up a grid just before the live.
Just before the live, I was called, the moon was calling to set up a grid. So I've posted that in the group. And funnily that you should mention that the moon and the sun opposite each other. In the grid, I've got moonstone and fire opal and sunstone. So it's like all of the planetary areas are represented, and I felt called to surrounding grounding crystals as well. So it's very strange because I do it very intuitively, and that's what was coming through, the direct connection to the moon energy, but then all of these energies, planetary energies to surround. And this grid really takes the intense chaotic feeling of energies, the restlessness, things just, all over, and allows it to settle without judgment, without trying to clear anything, without trying to do anything. It's kind of like throwing a big bunch of leaves, like in autumn, up and just allowing them to settle on the ground, and then being just present and allowing that stillness of the swirl to be around you, and just enjoying it. There's a lot of lightness, enjoying the joy of the space. So that's what was coming for me for the grid. And that's actually the energies that have been coming through the day today. It's been a very interesting day.
Yeah, same for me. Like what I perceived really is this, I have actually this restlessness, as I told you, like right before the live, like I have this restlessness energy, like I want to be inspired, I want to be in the action, I want to be in the motivation, but I feel that it's not the right time for it. So there is this in between frustration kind of that is coming, because I want to be in this playfulness energy, and at the same time the universe, like the life at the moment, is still mirroring this need of calm and rest. We are still in lockdown, we are still in the midst of the pandemic and the events that are occurring. So it's still a time to go within. It is still a time to stay with ourselves and try to find. I also perceived that there was this needing to find the freedom within energy, needing to find the play, like playfulness within, and enjoy being with yourself. And it can be really hard for all those that are actually in their home and sometimes not in good homes, and they are just they just want to go outside and just want to meet other people, just want to gather and just want to have fun with others. And we are still asking, like there is still this energy asking you to go within and to find this balance with the divine feminine and this energy of rest. And so like I think we're gonna clear some of that frustration and this harshness during the energy healing after.
Yeah. And can I also just say, Nic, you mentioned about elementals earlier. What's just come to me is the air elemental is very much in that playfulness. So often when we talk about playfulness, we invite fairies, nymphs, those sort of energies. But in this case, for this intensity, the air elemental and the mainly the air elemental, actually, a little bit of earth, but fire is kind of like on the sidelines, water's a little bit on the sidelines. And if you want to invoke that playfulness, then play with the air.
So for me, at the same time, you mentioned playfulness and confusion and lots going on. But actually, for me, what I've been feeling for the last few days is this pull, this like mystic pull. This moon is very mystic is the word, like everything feels kind of heavy, but not in a bad way. It's like it's inviting for grounding, but it's pulling you to ground yourself. That's what I felt. So maybe it goes hand in hand with what you're saying, you know, when people want to be playful and at the same time there's a bit of ecstatic energy going round. It's also important to allow that pull to ground yourself as well. That's what's come to me.
Yeah, there was like kind of density, I would say, like
yes, density, yeah.
It's heavy, like it's dense.
Yeah, but it feels good. It somehow there's something good about it, something right that we need. Maybe it's this time of the year or something, like with the density comes the chill as well, and suddenly you reflect, as you said. Yeah, it makes sense now. Now you said it. It makes you reflect on the year that's just coming to its end.
Yeah, same. I've been guided with. I'm happy you mentioned it, Nic, about like looking back on what happened, because today I felt this inspiration of starting to journal for 2021 and starting to set up my journal. And I was at the same time I was okay. This is a bit odd. Like it's still the end of November, beginning of December, but I feel called to. I don't know what's gonna happen in December, but I feel called to do it right now and to set up my intentions and my manifesting for not for December, but for January and February, actually, to start to work on the manifestation that is going to come for 2021 and even maybe planning 2021 for some reason. And so, yeah, they guided to look back on what happened and at the same time going like called to look forward to prepare what's gonna come.
So I came across, I was also feeling a bit nostalgic, funnily enough. And I came across, when I did my Spotify, because sometimes I just say, go and give me, you know, stuff, just play something. And it played one of my favorite songs from the 80s, which I don't know if any of you, well, you probably all know it actually, the Fleetwood Mac, Seven Wonders of the World. Seven Wonders.
Nice.
And the resonating, you know, the resonating part of that was the Rainbow's End. And that for me really brought through the energy of what's coming. It's like you've reached the end of a complete paradigm cycle. And now's the time to allow, and it's not like it's just like gates that just are opening for the next paradigm cycle. And it felt very, very rainbowy. Rainbowy. It was, but it was funny because it just popped up and I was like, oh, that's fun. I remember that. That was one of the songs that really used to inspire me. So I was, in my office singing away.
Amazing. Yeah, and I think that okay, so it depends on the different people. Some people don't consider that we're gonna start the age of the Aquarius on December 21, and some people do. There are like different currents, and December 21st is also gonna be Yule, so the Sabbath Yule. So it's like really a specific day. So I also think that we're already feeling this change, like already feeling this energy of change that is going to unfold in 2021 and forward. And yeah.
I'm super excited.
We need to put lots of intention into it, so that might explain why you feel like journaling now rather than in a month's time. It needs more preparation and more thought put into it.
Probably also came from like this frustration when you look back at your 2020, all the project that you actually planned but couldn't do because of what happened. So you're like, okay, since I couldn't do it back then, I hope I can do it next year. So there is also that.
Let's start again. Okay.
But it's interesting because sometimes you just have to redirect your manifestation. It's not going to be the same. You don't have the same wishes nor the same energy. You don't want to do the same projects.
Exactly.
We changed.
Just timing, isn't it? The timing plays a big role in it.
Definitely.
And sometimes I find that projects come through and they're like pregnant to burst, and yet they don't. And sometimes it's a case of what we created as a project was actually a set of energies that were ready to come through.
Okay.
So that the energies are there now, and the projects that if you're saying revisit the projects, they probably won't be the same. It might go back to an old project and it just won't feel in the same way because the energies have already come through, transmitted and actually integrated into your life without you even having done the project. So new things are ready to come through in that way.
Absolutely.
I don't know if find that sometimes.
Yeah, makes sense.
Just listening to you all as well, I think Archangel Michael's been on my mind before we came onto live, and I think I know why. So for any of these things, this moon, obviously traditionally the full moon is to release stuff. So I just say anyone who wants to do that practice tonight, that's why I'd be thinking of Archangel Michael, because he's a really lovely archangel to have when you're releasing things. You guys probably know, but I'll say it for anyone watching the live who's interested or who doesn't. He's often associated with a very bright blue color, but that's personal maybe. He often is depicted holding a shield and carrying a sword, because he can help cut cords to things that are binding you. So maybe it was an idea of how you thought things were going to be, or a project you were attached to before. I'd encourage you to cut the cord and completely let the situation go. Yes. So Archangel Michael is also the protector, and you can ask him to protect your home, stand by any windows, stand by any doors, or protect your heart, or whatever you'd like. And that's a lovely combination. So cut the cords, release, let go, and know that you're safe in doing that. And you've got a beautiful, fresh canvas to create upon.
Beautiful.
Yeah, wonderful. That's actually funny because every month I channel a ritual that I put on my Instagram. And the one that I put 2 days ago in prevision for this moon was about releasing the karmic patterns and cutting cords with those karmic patterns. So it's also related to this energy of Michael. And I suggest that we maybe do it during the energy clearing, that we do a karmic releasing. So everybody who is on live and even on the replay, think about something that you want to release, or think about just burst of energies in your aura that you don't need. You don't need to have a precise idea of what you want to release, but whatever, we're going to call upon everything that is ready to release in the field. So we'll do it in the clearing.
Yeah, and if it's a person, just want to make this clear. If it's a person, it doesn't mean that then you're disconnected from the person. It doesn't mean you're shutting this person out of your life. It's literally something that binds you, and we don't want binding to anyone. The connection will still be there. It's just that cord, the energy leak, or yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Nic, for clarifying that.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we're doing cord cutting and it's with people, then it's that thought of, oh, does that mean I never see them again, or I'm never in contact with them? It doesn't mean that at all. I often find with Archangel Michael, when we cut the cords, it's like a new energy comes through of a love connection that's very fluid, very open. It's like I don't know if anyone's seen, the movies where you've got like a sparkly wormhole of beautiful love light, and that it's not attached, it's just available. Yeah,
Absolutely. Nic, you had a card. Do you want to keep it to the end, or?
Well, because I was going to do one, and then I kind of got three. So I thought maybe I'll just tell you what they are. But I think the prayer, these cards, I was drawn to the Archangel Michael cards. They're Doreen Virtue ones as well. I'll just maybe say it now, Hera, before the
clearing.
So on the back, there's a lovely picture of him, and they're all lovely pictures of him. But the first card I got was a favorable outcome, and that's the question, the card that I'm going to read the prayer for, because I feel it's resonant for everyone here. People listening live and people listening on the replay, if you have a decision you're trying to make at the moment, or something you're waiting for an answer on, this is for you, a favorable outcome. And I'll actually read the prayer, then I'll tell you what the other cards were leading up to it. So the prayer is, thank you for the beautiful outcome to the situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me trust and have faith. So just trust and have faith. There's a favorable outcome for you. Sorry, they're quite dark. And then, interestingly, because I felt like there was some more to come, to help this favorable outcome, we've got two cards. We've got forgiveness. Forgive yourself, you've done nothing wrong. So you can ask for any toxic anger or fear towards others to be released in this. You can ask for forgiveness. You can ask Archangel Michael or any of the angels, any of your spirits or guides to help you with that, to feel centered and feel at peace. And then a really important one, I think, especially for tonight, was detach from the situation. So they come in that order. Forgive yourself, offer forgiveness to whoever you might need to in this situation or question. Detach from the situation. That's really asking for any attachment to be cut, especially to fear and drama, so that you can be centered in the knowledge that peace is everywhere within me and the situation. You can say that. So forgiveness, detach from the situation, and just trust. This is the main reading for tonight. A favorable outcome.
Lovely.
Yay.
I really feel it. Yeah.
Well, that's really spot on. I was saying it. That is absolutely spot on. What's going on?
Agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us know in the comments if it resonates with you as well. Okay, guys, are we ready to jump on the energy clearing? What do you think? Yeah?
I think so.
Cool. Sorry?
That was a yes.
Ah, okay, sorry. I didn't hear you. Like there was like a miscommunication with the network. Okay, so for those who never had an energy clearing, just relax, sit down or lay down, whatever suits you best, and just listen to our voices. We're gonna ask your subconscious to release some belief systems that you have, some conditioning and some old energies. We're gonna do some activation as well. So every time that we announce a belief or a release of energy, you need to say yes, or to think yes, you need to set the intention of allowing and acceptance. We are using the Theta Healing technique. We can give you some details if you need, just write us. We'll explain it a bit further. But that's what we're using. So you're gonna be in a theta state as well. And when you are in the theta state, we are blurring the conscious and the subconscious mind. So we are allowing the subconscious to just rewire and reprogram and create new neural pathways. So yeah, just relax, be in a state of allowing, breathe deeply, and we're gonna start. Okay, actually going just to start by releasing any psychic hooks, psychic attacks, cords that are in your energy field. So if you just allow me to clear your auras. And I can feel lots of thinking, like overthinking in your brain, lots of fogginess. So if I can just bring some clarity, take away the free floating memories that are around your brain now. I can feel like this, there is a loop in between the I don't know what I want, I don't know my needs, I don't know who I am. This lack of connection to self, like you are seeking yourself outside of your field. If you just allow me to witness the realignment of your energy centers, of your mind, body, spirit.
And can we also allow your intuition to be really heightened at this point so that you really know, feel, and can tune in to what's right for you, your real self?
Yes.
Allow all the suggestions and the how-tos just to be part of options for you, that you can know that these are options for you, and then you can choose what resonates for you or create something completely different that resonates for you.
And can we also show you how to find who you are within you, how to find your identity within your heart, how to find yourself within your heart, and how to love every version of yourself, every part of yourself, how to see and witness and observe the inner conflicts not as something that disconnects you from yourself, but that show you all the parts that exist within you.
And can we show you that when you now know who you are deep within, that you'll be able to be carried on wings of possibility and bringing things in for you and actually making them manifest in your reality with an openness of heart, openness of spirit, and a deep centeredness in the self.
Yes.
Yes.
Show you how not to be afraid of what you see and how to see your own greatness and not to be afraid of that greatness.
Yes.
And can we show you how to tune into the wisdom of this full moon, of this time? Can we show you how to feel at peace with this time that we're going through together? And can we also show you how not to feel regrets, how to feel no regrets over the past year, over the projects that you haven't managed to complete, and just see the blessings? Can we show you how to be able to see all the blessings you got in this year and what blessings this full moon brings as well?
Yes. Can we show you how to release old energies that keeps coming back? How to finally let go of all those thought forms, patterns that you think will never go? Can we show you that it's possible to let them completely disappear from you?
Yes.
Thank you.
And can we show you that you are strong enough to do that and there is nothing for you to be afraid of?
Can we show you what it feels like and that you know how to create from the present rather than the past and bring in the future?
Yes.
Yes.
That you are a master of jumping into potential futures, that you can activate, align, and work with all of the energies, planetary alignments. I'm getting multi-dimensional alignment as well, so several galaxies upon galaxies, and allowing all that energy to easily and gracefully be brought in and sifted and used to create.
Yes.
Yes. Can I download those who want it with open feeling receptors for safety, all aspects of safety, especially in the letting go process?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I also download the feeling of possibility.
Yes.
Yes.
It is possible. It is possible for me, that belief and that feeling.
Yes.
Yes.
And also the feeling, very heart-centered, I'm getting this, of hope.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Can I show you that it's okay for you to have those feelings?
Yes. That's an image, that's a metaphor, but can I show you that the snow will go? It won't stay. That spring will come. We won't stay in winter all life long. Time is season, life is season.
Yes.
You can rebirth, you can plant seeds, you can see your life bloom and flourish. Can I show you how to bring spring after winter?
Yes.
Thank you.
And can we really bring in the feeling of those cycles in all of their sizes? For example, seasonal, lunar cycle, and indeed right down to the daily cycle. That there is a part for reflect, a part for doing, and you can just tune into that whenever you want, easily. And I also just received a very, when we were talking about bringing in the feeling of hope, I got a message that hope, the feeling of hope is kind of like an imprint of a potential future that's ready to be created. So even though we may feel that it's a little bit floaty, it's only because we haven't gathered the energy to bring that imprint of a natural future that's potentially there.
Beautiful.
So can we show you how to tune into that imprint and actually bring it forth for you easily?
Yes.
You can align, you can shift the energy to point towards that imprint.
Yes.
Can we show you how to tune into the field of knowledge, consciousness, and the galactic field? Like how to reach some information from other galaxies, other dimensions.
Yes.
I'm really feeling the energy of the Pleiades right now, so that's how to connect to our galactic friends.
Yes.
And let them infuse you messages, opportunities, novelties.
And it shows you how to have connection and have that communication through the field of unconditional love always.
Yes.
Yes.
Can I send a healing, clear and open anybody's throat chakra who would like that, please? That's just throat center.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Show you that you can, it's okay to, you're safe in speaking up for what you want.
Yes. In addition, can we show you how to express yourself in alignment with who you are? And can I reconnect the throat and the sacred chakra so that you can express your needs, express your will, express your desires, that you can communicate, formulate those desires in an aligned and clear way.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm just getting like more communication. So can we show you how to allow yourself to communicate more?
Yes.
Yes. And can I give you the discernment of knowing who to share your heart's desire with? Because I can feel some vulnerability coming up in that. Like who to share your thoughts with.
Thank you.
That's who to and when to as well. I've got some hesitation about knowing like when the right time is to speak. Send that to all those who want it.
Yes.
Okay, that's it for me. Just seeing Michael waiting for the healing and cord cutting. When you guys are ready.
Yes.
You ready? Okay.
Can I just lift before that? There's a little bit of shame, a little bit still more fear, and like being laughed at for speaking. Can we lift anywhere where people are holding any of that? Around projects, around decisions, around their dreams, around their opinions. Just heal, lift, and transform it to the light.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So anyone, if you have anything that you'd like to release, I'm just gonna call the Archangel Michael in everyone's field. And you're gonna witness him with us, taking his sword, cutting any cords and contracts that no longer serve you, that are no longer needed in your reality now.
Yes.
Cutting and also taking back the energy, like absorbing all energies that are no longer needed and release light instead. Okay. It's done.
Lots of yawning.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was intense, amazing.
Yeah.
Is there anything that is coming up? Anything else?
I'm just being asked for anybody who has any physical things going on at the moment, if they're open to receive instant healing now, then I'd like to command for an instant healing for anybody who needs it. So just say yes. Okay, that's done. Lovely.
My chakras are awakened, shaking.
Good. Yeah.
Happy, shiny.
Shiny, shiny. Also, just a quick reminder that all of this is sitting now in the field. So if you're watching on replay, you can draw on it at any time. So even though we're doing on the full moon, you can still call in that energy and everything that we've done today, including the instant healings also.
As a full moon recommendation, this is a really great time to take notes about what you want to release. It is a really great time to clear your space, to make room, to throw away or clear anything that you don't need even in your space, because your space is a reflection of yourself. So this is a really good time for that. Also a really good time to set up a grid. If you have crystals and if you love crystals, Charlotte did that amazingly and she posted a picture and you can take inspiration on it. Or set up your own with your own intention. This is also a good time to do moon water. So if you want to put some water outside just to take the energy of the moon, the water is going to take the properties of this full moon. So it's can be playful and fun. From the Gemini air signs.
Some of your crystals as well much prefer moon bathing to sunbathing, like your amethysts and your crystals that are sensitive to the sun, usually the lighter coloured ones. They'll enjoy some lovely moonlight tonight. I was going to say as well, for ritual, great time to burn things, because you've got the air element of Gemini and the fire element of Sagittarius. So if you want to do a bit more help with the clearing, write the list, burn it.
Yeah, beautiful.
Of course, that's something you can do all the time, but during the moons, the energy are increased and focused on this kind of release. So if you want to take a night off for you and just have a bit of time while you're doing this clearing, that's an amazing moment to spend with yourself.
So I'll post some fire because if you haven't got access to burning things, then you can actually use that intention and put your intention into the fire and have it use the fire elemental to do that, because not everybody can maybe do fire right now.
True. True.
So I'll post that in the group so you can meditate on it and send all your intentions to be burned up and transmuted. Beautiful reminders. Thank you.
Amazing. Well, witchy stuff. Witchy life. Okay. Well, if everyone is good. We're just gonna go off this live now. We hope that you enjoyed it. Don't hesitate to comment, even if you are doing the replay, and let us know what you think, what you felt, how you're feeling now. And see you in 2 weeks for the new moon.
Yes.
And I wish everyone such a really, really happy new moon. Happy full moon. Happy full moon tonight.
Yes. Thanks, everyone.
Lots of love. Bye-bye.